Alright, we have the Jayce matchup here. The nice thing here is that both top and jungle, both primarily attack damage. So I should be able to just go something like chain vest, steel caps, and it will block a lot of damage from them. The only thing I'm not liking about this game is that they have a lot of built-in armor shred. Jayce has some built-in armor shred, Vi, Corki as well. And if I had to guess, Vi is also probably going to build Cleaver, or Jayce. Cleaver is a pretty popular item nowadays. So we will probably just build Fimbulwinter to match the armor shred, because building more armor on the enemy team already has lots of armor shred will not give me good returns. So it's better for me to instead build forms of pseudo HP. I could go unending this game, but it would probably be like 4th or 5th item. I saw a lot of comments asking me why I build Aegis, and it's true, I don't really like unending. However, I think the Aegis is a very, very good component for Cassante. It offers 50 resists for 1100 gold, which I believe is very gold efficient. I believe it's like 120-130% gold efficient, on top of Cassante's already insane armor scalings, or resist scalings. It just overall provides a lot of value if you're into mixed damage. Nice, good job. So we're playing top lane this game. And I've noticed, even if you queue mid lane, if you queue top lane secondary, you tend to just get top lane most games. ICS could be a little bit better there. I always try and focus on making sure I can last it when the minion is right in front of me. There's a difference between giving minions and last hitting minions. And when you give minions, you're basically accepting, okay, if I walk up and last hit this minion, I'm gonna lose health for it. So I decide it's just not even worth to walk up for it. But losing minions is like the minion is right in front of your face and you just lost it. That's where I try and make the difference. And my CSing. Yeah, against Jayce, he's a pretty annoying lane bully early on. So I opted for biscuits. Usually I won't take biscuits if the lane isn't too bad, but Jayce is a little bit annoying. And some Jayces won't be annoying. It really just comes down to the player and their playstyle. This guy's just queuing me under tower, he doesn't care anymore. Probably didn't need to Q auto there. But yeah, here, if I try and walk up for the minions, it's just not worth it because I don't really have much to gain, and I will lose a lot of health if I try to. So I'm just chilling back, farming with max range Qs. My Q3 here. Used my Q3 to pull the minions towards me, so I can last hit a little bit easier. Ugh.
Every scar, a lesson.
Yeah, he has to be careful when I have my Q3 up and he's in front of my tower.
Sometimes a warrior must become a warrior.
Overall, not bad of an early game. This Jayce could definitely be playing more aggressive. I've seen very, very aggressive Jayces, and they are quite annoying. I would say this guy is playing like 7 out of 10 on the aggression scale, which is how you should be playing. EW didn't buffer. My EW didn't buffer. He queued forward, I pressed EW, and it didn't go off. If my EW went off there, it would have been terrible for him. And I get a flash, but he lucked out. Unfortunate.
So long as I am here, we can win.
Was I? Maybe I was out of range of the minion. I don't know what happened. I wanted to dash to the minion, and then while he's in the Q, jump, I would W back towards my tower, and basically he'd just be CC'd. Okay. This guy has good movement.
Rampage.
This Vi is probably nearby. That's my only concern. He really stayed. Oh.
Unstoppable. You have slain the
Some people don't know. Cassante gets 50% bonus armor pen in his ult, and that armor pen also applies to towers. So that's whenever you ult and you get a solo kill or something, make sure you're always Q autoing the tower. Ugh, this is so annoying. What's Swifties? Oh my. Okay, we're probably just gonna resist stack this game. Or get steel caps. Copy this and then this.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I'm stopping my reset there was pretty bad for me. Now that I have more resistance though, it becomes a lot easier. I think he's dead here.
Dominating. An ally has been slain.
And the reason I'm able to kill him there is because the cast time, the cooldown of my Q is so much more shorter with 2 chain gusts. A lot of people would build Sheen and health, and I heavily advise, or I heavily recommend you not to. I think you should just full stack armor early game, because that's the only thing you should be worrying about. Oh, he just try to push him out. Probably gonna pick a wave.
I will push them back. Alone.
But yeah, you see with my Q, if you read this bottom line text, cooldown and cast time are reduced by bonus armor. So that's what you should be prioritizing. Not health, not anything else, just armor. Or, not just armor, just resists.
Triple kill. Shut down.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to rush Cleaver here, but this game already seems like a wrap. Out of mana. Oh. Perfect Q. Here I'm gonna wait on my Demolish proc. Because when the plate, the reason you wait there for the Demolish proc is because the plate is 1 HP, so if I auto it once, the plate's gonna fall and get more armor, making my Demolish proc do less damage. But if I wait on the Demolish proc, then I still do damage. I do damage to the tower before the...
I am the vanguard.
yeah. I do damage to the tower before the armor and resistances are applied, making my Demolish do the damage it should be doing. And when you're playing Cassante, a champion that does not do too much damage to towers, finding every little way to maximize your damage onto towers is very important.
Those who don't respect me will learn.
Yeah, it seems like they're gonna swap. They see me stacking a ton of armor, so they're like, let's lane swap here and make Cassante useless.
Has destroyed a turret.
That's a long CC. I'd love to hold my W longer there, but he has mercs too, that's why. If I hold my W for any longer, he's just gonna walk out of it.
It wouldn't be worth it if it
I'm not really scared of this Vi because I just press W on her Q. I have so many forms of unstoppable, it's very hard for Vi to deal with me. She also has a 3-hit passive, which I can mostly just ignore with my E. That should stop his back. Someone's roaming up here.
ready to pray.
I'm gonna back up again. He also had his ghost, so it's harder for me to weave autos on him. I constantly have to keep up with his movement. And here, since it's like 3 AD, 1 AP, I don't really need a ton of magic resist here. But I still want to keep my primary focus on armor here. So my second item is just going to be Jacques Show, because that gives me armor and magic resist. But I'm still leaning more towards on the armor aspect because of the steel caps and the gauntlet that I built. So when you're itemizing on Cassante, you should always be matching the enemy team's damage split. So in this case, it's 3-to-1 for attack damage to magic damage. So my itemization here is 3 parts armor, 1 part magic resist. But if you want an in-depth guide, I have an item guide explaining everything about what you should build on Cassante. I've also had a lot of people asking me, is the shield build still good? And I also talk about shield build in that video. Cancel this thing. Let me go through the wall, unfortunately. The angles this game have been kind of off. You see there, I go for the ult when I see I cancel Corky's dash.
Here, I make
Has destroyed a turret.
And we kind of just split in here. Split pushing is always good as long as we have TP. Obviously you don't want to be A-ramming it 24/7. But you should be utilizing Kassante's strong split push, because Cassante is a crazy good stat checker, so should highly capitalize on his ability to just walk at someone and kill them.
ramble like Bevy Armadillo.
The enemy team will have to send like 2+ people to deal with you. If you go even, if you even go even in lane. I've had cases where the enemy team matches, or like the enemy team has a Fedion, and they put him against me, and he's like 6-1, and I'm like even in lane. I'm like 3-2, 2-2, and the Yone just cannot deal with me. I one-shot him because of Yone does no damage to me because I just have resists. And I have so many forms of unstoppable and ways of mitigating damage, so he just does no damage to me. See, melee characters are very susceptible to just die to Cassante because they're forced to walk into you. And when the enemy opponent is forced to walk into you, you will always have the advantage. Unless it's Garen. It's not even necessarily Garen that I don't like, it's Phase Rush. Phase Rush enables Garen so much. On Zerald, I'm gonna look to rotate.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Wow, it's just buzzing.
Check this out.
Kill him. +100.